Anyone who's ever made an outdoor speech knows it's tough to speak in a windstorm. The mics pick up the wind, your words are carried away, and the audience has to strain just to hear you. But what if the wind is the subject of the speech? It could happen. In fact, at a recent grand opening ceremony in Port Alberni, the wind was the guest of honor.
While we're having our grand opening of the kite launch Port Alberni.
That's right. The mayor, the Port Authority, and members of the kiteboarding community were all gathered to cut a ribbon. But more than that, they gathered to launch a wind-borne opportunity.
Kiteboarding in the wonderful mixed-use Alberni Harbor represents just another opportunity for economic development and community development in Port Alberni.
This is major for us, and it's something we need to really be thinking about in terms of what will attract people to come to Port Alberni.
Now, this approach to recreational wind sports in the Alberni Harbor may surprise some. This is, after all, a working harbor. But it's the result of the various groups working together for a positive solution after kiteboarders were banned from launching off of a public pier.
The actual activity was not banned. It was just where we had access to the water, which was behind us at the Centennial Pier. So through the collaboration of many people, we were able to develop this new launch in an actually relatively short period of time.
The mandate of the Port Authority is to facilitate maritime trade on behalf of our community and our region, both for traditional industry as it evolves into modern industry and new sports, new activities.
New sports like kiteboarding, which is dependent on access to the wind. In Port Alberni, that's a warm thermal wind that arrives almost like clockwork at about 4 o'clock on summer afternoons, creating almost perfect conditions for the sport.
There's of course lots of interest in the wind arena of people because of the quality of the wind here in the port for the summer, as well as the heat. Not very many places that you can get 25 to 30 knot winds and still be 30 degrees and kiteboard in your shorts and t-shirt and sweat.
That makes the Alberni Inlet one of the best kiteboarding spots in the entire country.
Because this is definitely part of what we want in terms of recreational use in the community, coupled with, the commercial use for our harbor. It's part of our vision as a city.
Part of the vision, part of the future, and a great way to honor the wind, which showed up promptly at 4 o'clock. For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Nancy Wilmot.